Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is week 2, and this week we're going to focus on upper body strength. We're going to do pushing, pulling, and pressing exercises for our upper bodies. But before we get started, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity again to reach out to you via YouTube. It seems to be doing very well, and everybody seems to be able to upload and keep with their stretching routine and also do some strength training. So that's wonderful during this time where we're moving a little bit less and sitting a little bit more. Really quick, I just want to work on this week's nutritional focus, which is chewing your food. As you all know, chewing is the first form of digestion, and most of our carbohydrate breakdown begins in our mouths when food mixes with the saliva, especially complex carbohydrates. We have an enzyme in our saliva called amylase, and that helps begin the breakdown of the food. So by the time it moves down our track, it's already started the process of digestion, and then it can be absorbed better. So just, I wanted to touch upon it because I've been observing lately. Like I told you, I have a 3 and a 5 year old. Most of you know my children, and my daughter's been starting to eat faster and almost like use it like a competition, like racing her brother, first one done. Usually during the day, I have them eat really healthy, and so then, either after lunch or after dinner, I allow them to have a treat of their choice, whether it's a small piece of chocolate or a cookie or a little scoop of ice cream, something like that to entice their healthy eating. So 80/20, 80% of the time you try to eat really, really healthy, what all the experts say you should put in your body, and then 20% of the time we got to live a little, have a piece of birthday cake, have a glass of wine, but 80% of the time we're trying to eat really healthy. So like I had said, it's just a mindful practice because we want to make sure that if we're feeling like bloated, or we're feeling like hungry after we eat, or let's check in and let's find out maybe if there's something that we can do just by simply chewing our food till it becomes almost like a liquid form, like very pasty, and then we swallow. So one of the recommendations I can make is don't drink with your food. I know that's really hard because traditionally we sit down, we have a glass of something, and then we have a plate of food in front of us. But if you can just refrain from drinking during the eating process, maybe have a drink before dinner, like a glass of water or a glass of wine, or whatever your drink of choice is, or wait till after you're done eating. Because a lot of times when we're drinking, when we're eating, we just wash down that food, and then all that chewing process gets kind of lost in the habit of chew chew swallow the drink, chew chew swallow the drink, and then all of a sudden we're finished our meal in 5 minutes. Another good tool is to take a bite of food, put the fork down, chew, 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 swallow, pick up the fork and knife, and start again. So by not drinking with our meals, by chewing until our food is liquid, by taking breaks in between and breathing or having conversation, these are things that makes our meals last longer. And now that we're at home with our family, these are opportunities that we can have these like beautiful conversations at dinner, or pick a subject to talk about. We've been doing that at my house. We pick different topics every night, and I've been refraining from giving my kids drinks with their food too, because sometimes they chug their drink and then they're like, oh, I'm not really hungry, because their body's filled with a liquid, and that could be even happening with us older adults. So just mindfully eating. And another thing that I wanted to address is stress eating, or eating when watching TV. I mean, these are mindless activities where we're just watching something and just not controlling how much we're consuming, and we're just like putting in, swallow, put more in, swallow, like, or it becomes like a stressful thing that we need to do. So just working on addressing why we are doing these things and how they can be changed or altered to our benefit, you know, especially during this time where there is so much stress going on, and there is like, you know, this idea where we have to like worry about where is our food like going to be enough that we have in the house, or you know, you put on the news is in the background and you're listening to that while you're eating. I mean, all of these things are impacting our cells and impacting our digestion. So if you're feeling like you're, you know, not having enough food, or having too much food, or feeling, you know, in your stomach like not right after you eat, or bloated or constipated, I mean, these are all things that we can check in on with ourselves at this time. So I just wanted to address that really fast, and thank you for listening to that. We're gonna begin our exercise component with our chair stretching video that you already have. So if you could put that on right now, that would certainly prepare our body for movement and flexibility, and just increasing circulation to our joints, muscles, and body and heart. And you know, let's just take that, you know, 27-28 minutes first, and then I'm going to begin my part 3 exercise, upper body focus. So you're going to need your exercise bands, a chair, and your kitchen counter, and 2 cans of, I'm going to use cans of beans, but you can get cans of anything, you know, just 1 pound cans that can fit in your hand, because we're going to use them during our workout, and I'm sure that you have something in your house that you could use for that. For the next week's workout, I just want to tell you now, so if you're going to do shopping between now and next week, like a water or a milk jug, they're 8 pounds when they're full, so you can use it and then just save the empty one, and we're going to fill that with water, and we're going to use that for our lower body focus next week as an extra weight. And it's just a tool that you have at your house that you can use. You don't have to go out and buy fancy gym equipment. You got your body, and you have some things in your kitchen. You have a gym pretty much. So anyway, I'll see you for the upper body push pull press in a few minutes. Okay.